Let's say you want to build wealth over time, but you also love the idea of getting paid along the way. You're not just looking for stocks that go up in value. You want something that rewards you with cash flow too. That's where dividend investing comes in. And if you've been researching dividend ETFs, you've probably come across SCHD. SCHD, short for Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF, is one of the most popular dividend-focused ETFs out there. It is built for people who want steady income and long-term growth. But here's the catch. Just because SCHD is a great find doesn't mean you should blindly invest in it. A lot of investors make mistakes when buying SCHD. Some think it's a guaranteed paycheck, while others assume it will always outperform the market. Some ignore diversification, and others don't think about taxes. These little missteps can add up, hurting your returns in ways you may struggle to recover from. To help you make the most of SCHD, let's break down the 10 biggest mistakes people make when investing in SCHD, and more importantly, how you can avoid them. Number 10. Overlooking tracking error. One common misconception is that SCHD should perform exactly like the broader market or other dividend-focused ETFs. In reality, SCHD follows the Dow Jones U.S. Dividend 100 Index, which means its performance can deviate from the S&P 500 or even other dividend ETFs. This discrepancy is called a tracking error. Some investors fail to recognize that SCHD may not perfectly mirror the performance of broader benchmarks like the S&P 500. This tracking error can lead to periods where SCHD underperforms, causing frustration among investors who expect identical returns. For example, in some years, SCHD may lag behind the S&P 500 due to its value-focused nature, meaning it tends to invest in more stable, established companies rather than high-growth tech stocks. Investors expecting SCHD to always match the broader market's returns may be disappointed during bull runs. It's important to understand that SCHD is designed for long-term dividend growth, not necessarily short-term market gains. Number 9. Ignoring geographic concentration. SCHD only invests in U.S.-based companies. While that may seem fine at first glance, it means you're missing out on international exposure. Many high-quality dividend-paying companies exist outside the U.S., such as Nestle in Switzerland or Unilever in the U.K. By solely relying on SCHD, you might be limiting your portfolio's growth potential and exposing yourself to risks tied to the U.S. economy. SCHD focuses exclusively on U.S.-listed companies. While this provides exposure to domestic markets, it also means investors miss out on international diversification, potentially limiting growth opportunities and increasing vulnerability to U.S. market downturns. If the U.S. market experiences a downturn, SCHD investors could take a significant hit, whereas those with international diversification might weather the storm better. To counter this, you might consider adding an international dividend ETF or individual foreign stocks to your portfolio. Number 8. Misunderstanding dividend yield versus total return. A common mistake is chasing SCHD purely for its dividend yield without considering total return. Dividend yield is just one part of the equation. The other key component is capital appreciation. Focusing solely on SCHD's dividend yield without considering total return can be misleading. A high dividend yield is appealing, but it's essential to assess the fund's overall performance, including a capital appreciation, to ensure it meets your investment objectives. For instance, if SCHD has a 3.5% yield but the underlying stocks grow in value by another 7% annually, your total return would be around 10.5%. But if you only focus on dividends and ignore the stock price movement, you might misunderstand your actual gains. Additionally, a higher dividend yield isn't always better. Sometimes high yields signal struggling companies that may be forced to cut dividends later. SCHD does a good job of selecting strong dividend payers, but investors should still consider the overall growth potential rather than just the yield percentage. Number 7. Neglecting expense ratios. SCHD has a famously low expense ratio of 0.06%, which is fantastic. However, some investors don't pay enough attention to expense ratios when comparing SCHD to similar ETFs. Over time, even minor differences in fees can eat away at your investment returns. While SCHD boasts a low expense ratio of 0.06%, some investors overlook how even minimal fees can impact long-term returns. Comparing expense ratios among similar ETFs is crucial to ensure you're not eroding your investment gains unnecessarily. For example, an ETF with a 0.50% expense ratio may not seem much more expensive at first, but over 20 years the difference can add up to thousands of dollars in lost returns. While SCHD is cost-effective, always compare fees when considering alternative ETFs. Number 6. Assuming sector diversification. Some investors believe that because SCHD holds 100 companies, it must be well diversified across industries. However, SCHD tends to have significant weight in certain sectors like financials, healthcare, and consumer staples. Therefore, the fund may have significant weightings in specific sectors, leading to concentrated risks. Reviewing the fund's sector allocations ensures alignment with your risk tolerance. This means your portfolio might be overly concentrated in just a few industries. For example, if financial stocks take a hit due to rising interest rates, SCHD might suffer more than expected. To mitigate this, you can balance their holdings by adding ETFs or stocks from sectors underrepresented in SCHD, such as technology or energy. Number 5. Overconcentration in dividend stocks. It's easy to fall in love with dividends, especially when SCHD consistently pays out strong distributions. However, relying too heavily on dividend stocks can create an imbalanced portfolio. Relying too heavily on dividend-focused funds like SCHD can lead to overexposure to certain market segments. Balancing your portfolio with growth-oriented investments is essential to mitigate risks associated with economic cycles affecting dividend-paying companies. Growth stocks, such as those in the technology sector, often don't pay dividends but may offer significant capital appreciation. By focusing only on SCHD, you might miss out on these high-growth opportunities. A well-rounded portfolio typically includes a mix of dividend-paying and growth-focused investments. Number 4. Overlooking fund composition changes. SCHD's holdings are not static. They change periodically based on the fund's selection criteria. Many investors assume the same companies stay in SCHD year after year, but that's not the case. For instance, SCHD follows an index that rebalances annually, meaning some stocks may be added or removed. SCHD's holdings can change based on its underlying index's methodology. Failing to monitor these changes may result in unintended exposures or misalignment with your investment strategy. If you don't periodically check the fund's holdings, you might be unaware of shifts in sector allocation or in stock exposure. Keeping an eye on these changes ensures that SCHD continues to align with your investment strategy. Number 3. Ignoring tax implications. Many investors focus on SCHD's dividend payments without considering the tax consequences. Dividend income is taxable, and depending on the type of account SCHD is held in, it could significantly impact your after-tax returns. Dividends from SCHD are subject to taxation, which can affect your after-tax returns. Understanding the tax treatment of dividends and considering tax-efficient investment accounts can help optimize your investment outcomes. For example, holding SCHD in a taxable brokerage account means your dividends will be taxed as either qualified or ordinary income. If possible, placing SCHD in a tax-advantaged account like a Roth IRA can help you maximize tax efficiency. Number 2. Expecting immediate income. Some people expect SCHD to generate substantial income immediately. While SCHD pays dividends quarterly, the payouts fluctuate based on company earnings and fund rebalancing. Some investors anticipate immediate and substantial income from SCHD. However, dividend payments are typically quarterly and can fluctuate. Setting realistic expectations about income streams is vital for effective financial planning. This means that dividends can vary from one quarter to another. Investors relying on SCHD for fixed income should be aware that payments aren't guaranteed at a specific level. It's better to plan for some variability in dividend payouts rather than expecting a steady, unchanging stream of income. Number 1. Neglecting market conditions. SCHD's performance is influenced by broader market conditions, interest rates, and economic cycles. Some assume dividend ETFs are immune to market downturns, but that's not always the case. Economic downturns or rising interest rates can impact dividend-paying stocks differently than growth stocks. Being aware of how market conditions affect SCHD's performance helps in making timely investment decisions. For example, when interest rates raise, dividend stocks can become less attractive compared to bonds, leading to price declines. Similarly, during economic recessions, even dividend-paying companies may see their stock prices drop. Understanding how macroeconomic factors impact SCHD can help you make better investment decisions, such as adjusting your allocation during different market cycles. So there you have it. 10 common mistakes investors make with SCHD and how to avoid them. If you're serious about dividend investing, understanding these pitfalls can help you maximize your returns and build a more secure financial future. The Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF can be a powerful tool in your portfolio, but only if you approach it with the right strategy. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button so more investors can see it. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on dividend investing, ETFs, and smart money strategies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.